What is going on? I'm Zedmod. We have got Zedmod in our creator boost. That's going to upgrade our warships. Now, my warship has been sitting in the dry docks, for lack of a better analogy. This is where my second warship is sitting. You might be thinking to yourself, weird, 13 rank? Why is he coming to us with a video? This is why up here. I have basically just been dropping my troops and losing every 8 hours or so, picking up a couple wins somehow, some way with this base, which shouldn't be happening, but we have 451 unlock tokens, almost 10 million upgrade tokens, so we're just going to spend these and see if I can jump all the way into 7 engine rooms. I think I might have enough keys. This is one of those things where this account has basically been a write-off since the beginning of the season, so I'm just gonna quickly spend these keys, see if we can't go all the way into 7, and if we can't, then at least there's an opportunity to play some sad trombone-isms. Now, I probably should be going into the heavy chopper, because that way I can... Actually, you know what? We're going to go through the heavy chopper because grenadiers are not going to be an answer for us. So I'm going to go through the heavy chopper. That's at least going to give us somewhat of a viable troop. Maybe, just maybe. And look at that. We are 2 keys short. So had we have gone through the grenadiers, we could have made it. But instead, we are going to be 2 keys short. So that is why you probably want to do some math before making these sorts of decisions. But I'm kind of okay with it because, like I said, we get to go something like probably the greatest sound effect in the history of sound effects, especially when it comes to Boom Beach. Anyways, we still have 7 million. Yes, 7 million. Okay, 6.4 million. All of the things. Now, I could go back and do something stupid like get something back here, but instead, I am going to pause the video right here. The video will return in exactly 4 hours, 26 minutes, and at that point, we are going to push directly into 7 engine rooms. Now, I would be very, very surprised if there's a rank 13 in the 7 engine room base, so I feel like we're probably going to get all 3, 4, even 2 engine room bases, should be able to move up into gold quickly, which is going to be somewhat comical. I will be back. You won't even know that I'm gone. Back in just a second after I go drink a coffee and correct my math mistakes. Boom! I said we'd be back in about 4 hours, and it's been 10. That's just how my life has been of late. Nonetheless, I have got all of the keys we need to get going into 7 engine rooms. 7 engine rooms at rank 13 is straight up ridiculous. But if we check right here, I actually played against someone already that had 7 engine rooms. 7 engine rooms is fantastic. You literally have to do like 1 attack to get all of the engine rooms for your chest. Clearly you have to do 2, but nonetheless, let's see what the heck we can do. I need to build a base. I don't think I can buy anything of any value. By the way, those flamethrowers, 26 keys for 5 buildings, pretty darn useful. I am gonna just throw down a base. I'll be back in like now. Kadoosh, just like that. We have got our base built. Copying Ryan. Big shout out to Ryan for giving me this base. He's got a sneaky, sneaky doom cannon hiding in this neighborhood with a sky shield. I don't have that. So now it's time to just get in and see what the heck we can do. Now I've got so many tokens. I'm going to upgrade Kavan to max. That way his second wind's going to bring back a few extra troops. And then we're just going to see what can be done. I kind of assume we can just heavy chopper rush everything, but I'm kind of curious to see what this is. Kind of like one of those weird experiments that are making warships fun. So if you don't have a second account, do consider making one. You only need to get to HQ 10, and then you can do all sorts of wonky stuff. Have instant training on one, but not the other. Trying to find an opponent. Surprise, surprise. Not going super quickly. How many engine rooms does our opponent have? They have 6. We have 7. Instant advantage. Sorry, brain turned off a little bit. We're going to go something like this. Going to drop Kavan over here. We'll drop this over here and maybe some Zukas there. And then we'll just go just full on spread eagle all over the place, trying to get all of our troops into some sort of location. Let's throw a shock on top of that their Doom Cannon, just trying to get our troops going every which possible way. I'll keep Kavan's second wind pumping out some troops, and then our critters should be able to distract that Doom Cannon for long enough. And as far as artilleries, let's just throw them all back here on this back engine room. Not going to be able to BART it out, but should be able to do something somewhat useful. Let's throw some critters over here and some critters over here, and then second wind. We have got so many weapons at our disposal that really this should be a very, very easy win, even though I've wasted all my artillery on that back engine room that is not going anywhere anytime soon. So we're going to pull off a decent time because this is a naked 6 engine room base, and we've got a naked 7 engine room base. And I made some sort of innuendo there before saying I had a naked base, and I can't remember what it was. So anyways, Andy Sec 1, we are taking him to the cleaners. Fairly easy win. Should be able to pump out all, again, innuendos, should be able to get all sorts of easy wins here simply by having that one shock mine. Just love the hidden shock mines. And by the way, can I quickly walk you through my base? I have mines hidden everywhere. Shock mines hidden everywhere. Please, please, if you're not doing it yet, consider hiding your mines. If you were to look at my base, you would think, yeah, he's got shock mines, but there's green mines everywhere on this base, just waiting to eat people up. So little sneaky trick. Now, definitely not the best place to place green mines because heavies are going to clear most of them. You want to place your green mines out a little bit where heavies aren't going to clear, but it worked out for attack number 1. There we go. Opponent has lost. Surprise, surprise. We are going to get going. See how I'd love to do like a time lapse where we just battle through about 50 opponents and beat every single one of them. I don't feel like that's actually going to happen. 6 engine room. See, I told you, we have the upper hand here. So I am just going to spread these things out. I think that was the innuendo I made the last time. We're going to go something like this. Kavan's going to come in here, and then we're going to go 1-2 back there, trying to get rid of that flamethrower, using our artillery somewhat smart this time, because what we can do is drop some critters back there, bring in the heat, getting all of our troops up in this puppy, and our critters should be able to get rid of that machine gun, which will then allow even more critters to get dropped in there, which are going to allow us to get rid of that back engine room right about now. Critters doing all sorts of damage, Zuka's doing all the rest, and then just trying not to die on all of the mines is kind of where we're at the moment. So this base, very interesting with all their stuff in the middle, trying to get our Zukas to die on the mines and stuff like that. But, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure we're going to pull out one more victory. 7 engine room versus 6 engine rooms. Fairly decent strategy as we throw all those artilleries towards the back, and boom goes the dynamite. One more win. So I can't really say that this video is a suggestion of a strategy, because chances are there aren't many of you. If any of you have 450 plus keys waiting in the wings, please hit me up in the comments. Let me know how many keys you have. And I know there's going to be someone out there who's stuck down here at like HQ 10, or maybe they're at HQ 18 or something like that, and they're stuck with like 600 keys. Whoever tells me a screenshot with the most keys, maybe I'll send you a prize or something. Anyways, my next step, possibly go get those bombardiers. That is my first thought as far as where I should go next on this account. Otherwise, possibly I go get some health. Unlikely. But just trying to spitball here. Don't really have much of a plan. Don't even know where that sky shield is that Mr. Ryan has. Guessing it's over there. Yep, it is. So troop damage at the end would be a huge, huge benefit, but at this point, just cruising on up through the ranks, doing strange things, paying off fairly well. But this is, I think, 5 or 6 ranks behind my other account. So sure, we're going to get a bunch of wins and clickbait. Oh my God, huge wins, easy wins. But really, this is just straight up ridiculous, trying to get back to where I probably should be. Moral of the story is don't hoard keys or tokens unless you want to have a little bit of ridiculous, ridiculous fun. So we are going to send... what do I want to do? I'm going to send 2 boats over to this right with Kavan, and then we're going to send 1 boat over here with this, and then we're going to go something like that. So don't really need to do much except for shock there. Maybe throw some critters there, and then we'll throw this shock on top of that machine gun, and then should be able to just cruise through all of the rest of the things thanks to our friends, the critters. Now, realistically, not many players we're going to face, I should say, are going to have critters. I don't believe, but maybe, just maybe, they will. I really don't know. This is kind of a strange, strange circumstance where it's going to be weird as to who we play against, because no one... Like, you just see how easy we're winning by having 7 engine rooms at this point. So most of our opponents are going to fold like a deck of cards, and I'm kind of okay with that. Speaking of cards, if you have a good card game, please hit me up in the comments. We've been playing a ton of Monopoly Deal. Good card game for the family. Just trying to get all sorts of cards out there. I'm not just a one-trick pony. Boom Beach is where I am, but I do love me some good card games, whether it be Euchre or Wizard or whatever the heck it is. A lot of cribbage. Let's get back to the task at hand. Get this final engine rooms down. I say engine room because I'm focusing on that back one. Are we going to lose? 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Our opponent, that base was quite interesting, to be completely honest. We beat them. Critter cannons are the MVP this season, I feel like. So many people have critter cannons, and they almost never die. I have not used them this season. They are too ridiculous for me, but it seems like they're a great option if you've gone that route. We have 4 wins in a row, only 3 of them on the tubes, though. We are at least 10 minutes at this point. Let's do 1 more attack, get a loss under our belt, and then we'll call it a day. Let's go. How many engine rooms are we going to get? I'm going to guess 5. No, it seems like everyone has gone to 6. Like, every single person has gone to 6 engine rooms, I feel like. So we are not going to get a huge advantage, but I will take any advantage I can get at this point, because just absolutely ridiculous how many engine rooms we have at this moment. So our heavy choppers on that left-hand side, not spreading out like I would have liked quite so much, but they don't have a doom cannon, so we should be okay to just cruise on through here. Gonna throw some critters out there, trying to distract that boom surprise, not that it probably needs distracting, and then we'll just keep on cruising through all of this stuff. Kind of just have to look out for some mines at this point. Should be able... Those heavy choppas are just so ridiculously OP that we don't really have to worry all that much about them. Let's keep shocking that shock blaster, because otherwise we're going to end up in a little bit of pain on that right-hand side. Don't know why I can't pick left and rights when it comes to warships, but should be able to take down all of these things in a reasonable time. I mean, we keep getting like 2:31 was our slow time. Now we're going to be at about 2:40 if we're a little bit lucky here. Let's throw a shock there, some critters on there, and then last 2 artillery. As our heavies clear all, we're going to be about 2:31 again. Back-to-back 2:31s. Come on. Can't quite do it. So anyways, hopefully that was entertaining. I highly doubt that it's going to be educational. And again, critter cannons with bullet. That seems to be the most popular path for many people at the moment. but 7 engine rooms, as you can see, giving all of the advantages. Gonna hopefully get a couple chests here. They'll be doing that from the comfort of my own couch. I find that I just play way better when I'm not recording and when I'm sitting on the couch. So that is my absolutely ridiculous video for the day. Like I said, not a lot of advice here because unless you're holding 500 keys, you're probably not going to be able to follow it. And also, I think most people that have one account or even 2 accounts, their second account is higher than this. So woe is me, definitely on the lazy side. But anyways, that is all for me. If you're looking for a task force, we do have a slot or 2 available, so hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, as per always, thank you for coming in. Hit me up in the comments. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.